Hello, everyone. If you guys don't know me, my name is Melissa Miranda, also known as Melody Guzman, and I am the host of Todo a su Tiempo, a podcast donde vamos a estar hablando de todo, desde relaciones, escuela, social media. También, a little disclaimer, we are no experts, solo estamos hablando de nuestras experiencias de la vida, nuestras opiniones. Ahorita no está el setup que vamos a tener. I was recording with my camera, but my camera died, and I did not want to wait and charge it and then upload this later. I wanted to finally upload the first video. I wanted to also sit down here and introducir lo que es el podcast. Why am I doing this? Who's going to be in it? And just a little backstory about this whole thing. So basically, I decided to start a podcast not long ago, maybe like a month ago. And this was because I was watching a lot of podcasts where a lot of people were just there sharing their life experiences, giving out their opinions. And I just thought that I wanted to also do the same, share my life experiences, share my opinion on topics. I am also going to be talking about my personal relationship with my boyfriend, my family, give advice que tal vez nadie me preguntó, pero yo quiero dar. Y tal vez ayudar a alguien que lo necesite. Y vamos a estar hablando de todo. I am an open book. I have always been like that. Cualquier tema, cualquier comentario que quieran dejar en los social medias como Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. También I want to tell myself that I am an open person. I am an open-minded person, which again, that does not mean that I agree or disagree, but I always like to hear everyone's point of view. So with that being said, I am going to be having people here. I want to be even able to bring my mother and my dad for them to be able to talk and tell their story. My boyfriend, I want him to be able to come here as well and let you guys know his opinion about being in a relationship with me and how he just get his point of view on things. Family, friends, I would love to have my friends here as well. Disclaimer, which I should have said this in the beginning, this is a Spanglish podcast. No soy buena en inglés, tampoco no soy tan buena en español, even though Spanish was my first language. Vine a Estados Unidos a los 10 años, crecí en una casa donde solamente hablábamos español. Fui el tipo de persona que no me gustaba ni siquiera practicar o tratar de enseñarme como 100% el inglés, porque cambio de inglés a español y de español a inglés. Así que mi first language now, or mi main language now, is Spanglish. Just letting you guys know, por los que tal vez no sepan inglés o por los que tal vez no sepan español, this is going to be a good podcast to start learning both languages, Spanish and English. Vamos a estar hablando de inmigración, cómo fue ser residente, cómo fue agarrar mi ciudadanía, cómo fue estar en la escuela, viniendo de México y todo por el estilo, lo que he pasado, lo que he participado en eventos y lo que es mi vida ahora. Así que este va a ser un lugar donde pueda dar y expresarme yo misma. El nombre, like the story behind the name of the podcast is basically a sentence I always heard my whole life. I am a really impulsive, or I used to be, because now I have seen that I am not as impulsive as I used to be. I used to be a really impulsive person, a person who would get really mad, anger issues, anxiety attacks, mental breakdowns, which para los hispanos, para decirles como era antes, muy berrinchuda, lo único literal, sí, para nosotros es anxiety attacks, mental breakdowns, anger issues, para ellos son berrinches. Pero yes, era muy berrinchuda. I have throughout this past 3 years learned how to control my emotions, learned how to be more of a peaceful person to myself, and I want to talk about that as well. Vamos a estar hablando de eso y cómo fue growing up in a Hispanic household, because it is really, there's a lot in there. Pero yeah, the behind of the whole podcast name is something my dad will always tell me. I was always an impulsive person. When I wanted something, I wanted it right there and there. And it was sometimes not possible because of financial things. Así que muchas veces mi padre me tuvo que decir, hey, chill out, todo a su tiempo. Y hasta lo hice el quote de mi senior yearbook quote, todo a su tiempo. I will show you guys, pero I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I just thought that it was also a name that summarizes this whole podcast because it's a thing everyone goes by. Basically everyone goes by Descendants todo a su tiempo because we are living in this place where time is truly something we are not able to control at all. That is the only thing it's out of our hands, time. And it's a really good podcast, or it's a good name for the podcast to just summarize all the topics we are going to be talking about. Porque no quería hacer podcast de mujeres, no quería hacer podcast de hombres, no quería hacer podcast de religión, de relaciones, ni nada por el estilo. Quería hacer de todo. Así que dije, ¿qué más mejor que el phrase que I always go by? And that always calms me down when I'm not able to do something todo su tiempo. So, shout out to my dad. También, like I said, just a little about me. At first I was a little bit debating whether I wanted to make this video about me, but then again, I'm going to be the host of this whole podcast, so you guys might want to know a little bit about me, just to get a little bit more personal, and so you guys know the reason behind those opinions, who am I, and why I'm doing this. I wanted to start the podcast, like I said, because I have seen people do these kinds of videos, giving out their opinions. I am a big person who I like to entertain other people, not in a bad way, in a good way. I like to make people laugh. I like to make random videos on TikTok, just be relatable with things that I have experienced and share with other people, como siendo hija de pareja hispana, saliendo con un güero, como es dating out of your culture, coming here to the US, how's my experience. I've always been a really talkative person as well, so I want to be able to share and help out people and just give out my opinions on everything. Especialmente para aquellos que no quieren dar su opinión because they're scared to be judged, or they're scared to be called out or canceled. Nowadays we call it being canceled. I know a lot of people are gonna be no, nadie te preguntó, which I understand. Just to let everyone know, there's always a closing button. Turn off your phone or exit out of my video, exit out of my content, exit out of my social media. There's a blocking option as well. And I just want to be a really open space for everyone to be able to talk about anything and everything, because you never know who needs to listen to someone's life experiences to be able to make a change, or to be able to be inspired to make a change for other people as well. Es como un juego de domino. Creo que se llama domino, que se cae uno, se cae el otro, pum, and anyways, eso. Se me hinchó un ojo. No tiene nada que ver con esto, pero se me hinchó el ojo porque me salió un grano. And yeah, so a little bit about me. I am 21, about to be 22 in March. I am Mexican, pero también soy guatemalteca. De parte de mi papá soy guatemalteca, de parte de mi mamá soy mexicana. También me considero, which is, I don't know if it's good to say or bad to say, because I don't want to say like, oh, soy guatemalteca and I was not really raised in that culture. I was born in Mexico and I was raised in Mexico for 10 years. So when I talk about myself, I say that I'm Mexican, pero just letting you guys know that I am also Guatemalan, from my dad's side of the family. I do photography, I do social media content, and yeah, that's basically all my life. I have two beautiful babies. One of them is Matilda, the other one is Alu. Alu is a husky. Matilda is a Chihuahua mix. I used to have a baby, which I still will mention until the day I die. My baby Romeo, he passed away probably like a year or so ago. He passed away from heart failure, I want to say. He had a heart disease since growing up, so those are my babies. Voy a la escuela, estoy estudiando para ser licenciada en cosmetología y poder tener un día mi espacio, mi propio salón, do hair treatments and all of that good stuff. ¿Qué más? I'm trying not to say a lot, pero it's just coming out. I am in a happy and healthy relationship. I want to say it's not perfect. Do not confuse those, because I know a lot of people confuse those. Not perfect, but healthy and happy relationship for about 2 years and 2 months right now. His name is John, which you guys, hopefully we do an episode soon together. You guys are going to be seeing him often. And yeah, he is my number one motivator on doing everything I do. Being a full-time photographer, he's the reason why I'm doing this. There you go again with the I'll get to the point donde ni siquiera va a salir de mi boca, así que no se desesperen. Estoy aprendiendo. Y ya, eso sería todo lo que quiero decir en este momento. No se me ocurre nada más. Es simplemente un small intro of what this podcast is going to be. And leave your comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. I am going to be having guests. We are also going to be doing live videos on TikTok, so we can have live questions and answer them on the spot. I'm going to have different people coming here telling their life stories. I have a lot of friends who I think they are going to be helpful for other people by giving their life experiences, because you always want to be able to have an open mind and learn from others. Never expect that you know everything, because you are going to be stuck in life and you are just never going to be improving mentally and spiritually. So yeah, so that's the end of this podcast, or this episode. There I go again with the I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing afternoon, or an amazing night. Los miraré en el siguiente episodio. No se les olvide seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales como Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, obviously. Right now, go like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. I'm going to be posting a link where you guys are able to anonymously leave your comments, questions, and yeah, that's it. Don't forget, my name is Melissa Miranda, también conocida como Melody Guzmán. Me pueden encontrar con ese nombre en cualquier red social que tenga, y los miraré en el siguiente episodio.